and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. So today I'll be doing my 2-year anniversary video. So I celebrated 2 years last week, and yeah, I decided to do a video for it. I'm going to be doing a 2022 reflection recap video, and I did ask I found some questions that I answered myself that I'm going to share my answers to. And then I did ask over on my Instagram and YouTube, I think Twitter, for questions from subscribers or followers. And I got a few, so I'm going to answer those. And then I have a surprise partnership that I'm really excited. So stay tuned until the end of the video because I'm really excited for the surprise that I have for some of my subscribers. So yes, so let's get into it. So I decided that I was going to answer some of the questions that Lavender shared in one of her videos. I will link the video down below so you can check it out if you're interested. Now, I didn't do all the questions. I only did the ones that I felt were, I don't know, that felt more me. I felt like some of the questions didn't really, I don't need answers to for myself specifically. So I focused more on like 2022 was the year of, and then fill in the blank, and then talk about that, and then like highlights, failures, what I learned, and then things that I'm grateful for. So I focus on those questions because specifically I felt a connection to those, and I didn't feel a connection to every single question. And usually the way even with like spreads and stuff like that, I'm like, you know, I rather answer questions that I'm actually connected with, and if I'm not connected with, then I'm just like, I don't really want to do this. So yes, I picked 5 questions out of the ones that she stated in her video, and I'm going to go through them. So the first question is, 2022 was the year that I ... So for me, I literally put experienced growth. So that's how I filled it in. I put in 2022 was the year that I experienced growth. And I wrote 3 different points in regards to that. So I stated that, you know, I felt that I grew within my own practice, and that allowed me, or allowed myself rather, to explore new things for my practice, which opened me up to even more new things. So I got to explore them and be opened up to them. And for me in that regard, it was really the fact that, one, I expanded from only being Oracle Tarot based to bringing in runes and bringing in Lenormand and getting more into astrology. Those were the things, the little points that I wrote down for me. And my journey with runes, witches runes, went really well. I absolutely loved witches runes. I felt that was pretty easy for me to connect with in a way. And I don't know if there's a specific reason for that. I don't know if it's because there was less runes to like memorize or take on, but I felt like it was just easier than like the Elder Futhark runes, which I've gotten better at, but I'm still working through. I have enjoyed my journey so far with it. It is a little bit more complex than what I'm used to. So that has been like, it's had its ups and downs, but I still wouldn't change anything, or I wouldn't, you know, say that it wasn't something that I would have brought in. Like, I'm glad that I brought it into my practice and that I've been learning those things. I find them really fun. And then there's Lenormand. So I started learning that. And for me, I find like doing spreads is good. I see better the connections when you do like a spread, like a 3-card spread and whatnot. The 9-card was rough. Like, I did one 9-card spread to like get some practice. And oh my God, you really have to look at every single connection with every single card, and it just makes it super long. So I don't know if I'll be doing too many of those, but the 3 card was really easy. I really liked actually the 3 cards. So I definitely need to do more readings and get more practice in. But I feel like I don't think I'll have any problems with Lenormand going forward. Like, I think I've learned at least the meanings and things, and I feel like I have a good connection with Lenormand. And that's probably because it's already like it's a type of cartomancy, right? And I already do tarot, I already read tarot and oracle, so I feel a better connection with Lenormand compared to maybe the other things that I brought in, like the Elder Futhark runes and things like that. That one's way harder. It's like a different language. You have to learn a new symbol and things. So it can be a little bit more challenging compared to Lenormand. So I think I've been having a great time with that. I would also say that I've experienced growth in regards to, my YouTube channel, obviously, and like the partnerships that I've cultivated. And I've loved everything that I've done in 2022 with my channel, and the fact that I have, grown so much. I got an email from YouTube at the end of 2022 telling me, like giving me all these stats and things as a recap for the year. And I had grown, I think, over 600 subscribers within the full year, which, wow, like I knew I had grown a lot, obviously, because at the beginning of the year I only had 150 subscribers, but wow, wow. And obviously, thank you so much to those who watch my videos and that are interested in watching my videos. Like, if people weren't interested, I probably wouldn't be on this platform, right? I probably wouldn't be celebrating 2 years on this platform, but I'm glad that people enjoy the content that I make, because it makes me really happy when people, comment. They're like, "Oh, I love these videos," and I'm like, I'm so glad because I make these for you, right? So, yeah, even though I love making them too, right? And that's important as well. And my partnerships. So, my collab that I do with Brittany every month, that's been absolutely amazing. And shout out to her, honestly. We met on like this online community, and we became friends and started to do these collabs together. And honestly, I've watched her channel grow a lot also, which has been amazing. Getting to experience and see your friends grow as well on a platform is always fantastic. And the fact that we've been able to grow together has been amazing as well. And I love our collabs so much. So much. So I'm really excited for what 2023 will bring in regards to our collabs, because we have a good time. We have a good time talking about tarot and talking about whatever, just, sharing our knowledge and sharing our experiences and things like that. So it's been really, really fun. And we have several different things that we want to talk about and do in this year. So hopefully everyone loves what we're going to bring, because I'm really excited. So yes, if you're not already subscribed to Cosmic, definitely check her out. I will leave her link down below in the description box, of course. Another partnership, obviously, Liminal 11. In the beginning of the year, 150 subscribers. I emailed them and, proposed if I could review a deck or be put on a list or something to review decks for them. And they answered back and they sent me 3 decks. And was I expecting that? No, not at all. And the fact that they gave me a chance, even though I was small, meant so much to me, and still does, obviously. reviewing any decks, anyone who sends me decks, whether publisher or indie creator. It means so much to me to be able to review decks that people have created. So yeah, that meant a lot and was probably a big highlight for the beginning of my year because of that. And definitely something that goes into the partnership, because I had already several decks from them. Currently I own everything that they've put out, and I love their quality. They have good decks, in my opinion. So yeah, I've enjoyed everything that they've released, and that partnership meant a lot, and still means a lot to me, now. So yeah, that was a big thing for me, and that I experienced growth with, and that I was so amazed by. And the other partnership was a newer partnership, which only happened in like, I don't know, the end of third quarter, which is like August sort of ish. Well, it's September, but it took place around August into now, was the partnership that I have with Running Press. And they reached out to me, which I was not expecting. Not expecting at all, but they really loved the things that I was saying, and the fact that I was featuring some of the decks that I had from them already. And they reached out to me to ask me if I would like to join their ambassador program and review things for them. And I was ecstatic, like, yeah, of course. So, their partnership has meant a lot to me because I get to review things every single month that they come out with, right? So they have new products coming out almost every single month, and I get to review them. I get advanced copy, and I get to show them to my subscribers before they release and be like, is this something that you would like to buy as consumers, as tarot readers, as oracle readers? Is this something that you would want to bring into your collection? And I usually choose things from their lists that I know that I would want to bring into my collection as well. And that's why a lot of the things that I showcase because they're things that they were either on my wish list already, or that I'm interested in, and I would bring into my collection if I bought them myself. So that's what I like, and I love Running Press's quality, honestly. Absolutely amazing. Their quality is amazing as well. So I can't say I can't say enough about them, honestly. They're fantastic, and they're so great to work with, honestly. The rep that I have from Running Press, she's amazing and so nice, and I hope she watches this. I do thank her so much for her time and everything when I email her and answering me back. The communication is so nice, and I love that so much because I'm really big on like communicating and saying, okay, I'm gonna sometimes, especially when I know I'm gonna post something, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna post this, and this at this day and this time. Sometimes I'll share links and things. So I do love that as well. Like, a partnership is very important. The partnership is very important to me. So that's one thing also that I experienced growth with, and I was also very grateful for as well. So absolutely love that. And then, Witchwool Planner also reached out to me. I only reviewed one deck from them, but the partnership, just the meaning that they reached out to me asking if I wanted to review something from them, and trusting the fact that I would review a deck from them, and they're an indie brand, was absolutely amazing. I love them so much as well. I do share a lot of their things, and I do love their deck. So Modern Hue, definitely check it out. I think it's still in stock now. So yeah, I love that deck. So much better than the original colored one that I have. That one has a very bright yellow. Just like, ooh. But I love their recoloration and things like that. So that was another thing, partnership cultivated, and that I felt like I experienced growth from. I loved every moment of it, to be honest. I loved every moment of everything that I just spoke about. It was an interesting year. I definitely loved 2022. I felt like it was definitely an improvement from the last several years. So for me anyway, it was a great year for me. And then the last thing I wrote was being consistent with my practice. I definitely feel like in 2022, I definitely found better consistency with what I wanted in my practice, how I wanted to do my practice, and things like that. And I also developed a lot of good new practices as well within my daily tarot and bringing in daily planetary work and the readings that I was doing and things like that. So I felt like I developed this consistency where I was always on point and things like that with my own personal practice and my own readings and things like that. And I really love that so much. It has definitely allowed me to think about how I want my practice to be in 2023, and I have definitely made some changes, which I'll talk about after because someone asked me a question about my goals, I think in regards to like tarot and stuff like that. So yes. So list some highlights and accomplishments from 2022. So I already talked about a few, the fact that I received some decks from Limo 11 for review in the beginning of the year, and I only had 150 subscribers. It was, again, it meant so much to me, especially since I was starting out, not really starting out because I had just celebrated my 1 year, but my first year on YouTube, I felt like I didn't really get started, in my opinion, until like the fall of 2021. I felt like I was getting more consistent with YouTube then. And that's definitely a big highlight for me. And then 2022, I felt like I was definitely more consistent because I was growing more and I was doing more and bringing in also all these videos and doing all these different series and things like that. So I felt like with that I felt like I was starting out sort of ish. So that I was still in the beginning of like my YouTube, YouTube, whatever, whatever this is. I wouldn't call it a career because I don't get paid to do this, but it's definitely a hobby. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it YouTube hobby. So yeah, so that was one thing. And then the fact that YouTube said I gained over 600 subscribers in a year. I was like shocked, honestly. Those stats shocked me. I was like, what? What's going on? Some of the stats in that email were like, whoa. I was like, okay. Like the watch hour, I don't even remember how much the watch hours were. And I was just like, wow, nice. Okay. So it's a lot of views. So yeah, it was really interesting. And then of course, a highlight and accomplishment, becoming an ambassador for Running Press, becoming an ambassador for Witchwool Planner. Honestly, absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. And I feel really proud of myself to have accomplished so much in like such a short amount of time, I feel like, for my channel. And to me, everything counts, everything doesn't matter what it is, small milestones, big milestones, they all count for me. And it's just been so amazing. And I feel so proud in regards to that. Another thing I did was receiving indie decks for review. So recently at the end of December, so the indie decks I received, I haven't shown them yet. I did tell the creator that I'd be showing them end of January, February for sure, depending on like my filming schedule and upload schedule and things like that. So I was sent 3 indie decks for review from a creator, and the decks are gorgeous. But the fact that the creator reached out to me to ask me if I wanted to review her decks was so amazing, so amazing. Like, oh my god. I was just sitting there with the email and I was like, what? And I knew, like, when she listed her decks, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen these. Like, I've seen them around. So, sometimes it just doesn't hit you that you're like, wait, am I doing this? Have I made it thus far? Like, wow. So it was really amazing and very thankful to that creator. You'll see them soon. So I'm very excited. And the last thing I said was, my deck collection. My deck collection, I'm pretty sure it's more than that now, but I wrote reaching over 150 decks total in my collection. So that's Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand combined. And, while some people would care less and would rather declutter, I'm the total opposite. I love my collection. My goal in life is to have a library of decks. The Beauty and the Beast scene when she goes into, or he takes her into his library and is like, "Okay, you can read all you want. Here's all the books." Yeah, I kind of want that with decks. Absolute goals. Absolute goals. Will I ever get that? No. But here's one to dreaming, imagination and all that. So I'm happy. I don't plan to really declutter anything or anything like that anytime soon. So yes, really, really happy. But yes, moving on to number 3, we have list your failures from 2022. Now, for me, failures is not really, like, I don't really consider it much of a failure, to be honest. I consider it a lesson. So, these are things that I've learned from, and, they happen. It's all good. Like, they don't bother me in any way. Some people, failures, it bothers them to fail and things like that. And to be honest, for me, I don't really care much. Failures per life. It's actually important to fail. If you achieved everything that you desired in life, my God, you would learn nothing. You probably wouldn't learn much, because failing is where you learn to adjust and change and be like, okay, well, this didn't work, so how can I change it for it to work? Okay, it's not working at all. Scrap it, move on. You know what I mean? And I think that's important in life, especially to gain experience, to gain wisdom, to gain life lessons, to gain knowledge, and things like that. Not only for yourself, but to be able to share with others, So I wrote 4. Yeah, I wrote 4. The first was, reaching out to publishers and not receiving a response. Awesome. That's okay, Publishers obviously are not going to, they have a certain level of standard, and I knew that not all of them would answer me, obviously, and that's perfectly okay. They do have their own standard when it comes to advertising, when it comes to publicity and things like that. My channel is small. It's not even at 1,000 subscribers yet, so obviously they're probably going to look for people that have a higher subscriber count to market their products, which is perfectly okay, So to me, it doesn't really bother me much, because honestly, I could always reach out again. I could always try again another time, right? So I probably will at some point. I'm probably going to wait a bit and grow my channel a bit more before reaching out. But yeah, it happens. It's okay. It's not a big deal. And we move on from it, or we try again in the future. So yeah. Another thing, a series that I wanted to do on my channel, for the Love of Tarot series. Did one video, didn't do well. I was like, screw it. Never mind. Goodbye. So that was a flop. And I was like, okay, move on from this. And I just didn't do another video because it bombed. The first video bombed. So I was like, okay, never mind. People don't want to see this. People don't like this. And that's fine. That's fine. I have series though that don't do extremely well, but I like doing those series. Like, for example, my Cozy Tarot Sunday series, which is my week ahead reading. It doesn't do, sometimes it does well, sometimes it doesn't, but it it doesn't bomb like that series, like that one video. My God. But I like doing my Cozy Tarot Sunday series, so to me, it's not a failure. It's just something that I need to work on improving. So, yeah. Another failure, never getting my reading shop open. I just never had the time and I gave up on it. And honestly, I'm doing so much and I'm so focused on this channel that I don't really have time to like read for others. I actually don't even understand how YouTubers are able to read for other people, plus get content up, plus have a day job, plus do, and do all of this other stuff, memberships and all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh, whoa. So, yeah, I have a day job, I have this, I have the two things. To me, it's enough. So, right now, I'm just not there where I'm going to be offering any kind of readings or anything of the sort. So, yeah, and I'm okay with that because honestly, I've been able to focus more on my own personal practice, and to me, that's more important than reading for other people. Yeah, so if there's ever an opportunity, it'll be through a giveaway. Sometimes I'll do giveaways where I will give away readings. But other than that, I probably won't be doing or offering any kind of paid readings or anything of the sort at any point now, at any point soon, or anything like that. So maybe in the future, but not right now. And then the last thing I wrote was never finishing a few projects that I had started and wanted to put out, but I never got to them. So there's a few projects that I started. I'm not going to specifically go into what they were, just in case I decide to continue them and put them out at another point in time. But there's a few projects that I started in 2022, and I was hoping to get them done and up and things at some point last year, especially by September and stuff like that. And I just never got to them. Life just got really busy. And again, I was more focused on my channel and things like that. But I do have an idea for a project for this year. So I'm going to take it slow and do things like step by step. So I just don't start them and never finish, in my opinion. So that was one of my goals for this year in particular. Then moving on to question number 4, what did I learn in 2022? So a few of the things that I stated that I learned was learning runes, learning Lenormand, and then in regards to like the physical sense of learning, what did I learn in the physical sense, like school sense? And then in the psychological sense, more mentally, I said that I learned to put myself first and focus more on like self-care and trying not to put so much pressure on myself as well. And I think that's like really important because when you put so much pressure on yourself, you get burned out really easily. And I've definitely focused on that more, especially when it came to my day job. My day job, I work in business, so there's always a lot of pressure, especially when you have so many projects. And my team is just me and one other person, so we get a lot of work. And sometimes I feel like I have too much on my shoulders because, let's face it, I actually do more of the work in the sense because I am the senior person on my team, so I do have more responsibilities than my colleague. But sometimes I put a little bit too much pressure on myself, and that causes me to burn out. It causes me to burn out. But definitely in 2022, I focused more on not putting so much pressure on myself and just being like, you know what? If it doesn't get done today, it doesn't get done today. Whatever. I'll do it tomorrow. And honestly, that kind of attitude really helped me a lot because I felt less burnt out last year. Like way less burnt out in that sense. And I think I'm going to keep that attitude. I'm going to keep that attitude, not put so much pressure on myself, and just be like, you know what? I'll get to it. And if I get to it today, great. If not, there's always tomorrow kind of attitude. And to me, that was really helpful. And then the last thing was in regards to like my YouTube channel. And I stated that, I learned that planning and filming in bulk or filming ahead, helps me a lot with procrastination, which is very true because planning out what it is that I want to do has helped me a lot in regards to getting things up. Yeah, sometimes I've got things up late and things like that. And it's mainly because of other things going on in my life, not because they weren't filmed or anything like that. But it's definitely helped me a lot to get content up and have everything scheduled and things like that. So that's definitely helped me a lot. So question number 5 was, what about 2022 am I most grateful for? So the first thing that I wrote down was all the people who have entered my life in 2022. So obviously one of them being Brittany from the Cosmic Lunar Soul. Partnerships that I've created, but also other people. Like I've met so many great people on Instagram that I've been talking to, and they know who they are. If they're watching this, they know who they are. If you talk to me on Instagram, you know who you are. And not even only on Instagram, but even outside of Instagram. But yeah, I've been really grateful for the conversations that I've had with, other YouTubers and other people who do tarot and oracle, because I don't have as many friends that are interested in listening to me talk about these things, honestly. And yeah, so it's nice to be able to just talk to other people who are interested in the same things as me, like-minded folks. And yeah, I've definitely enjoyed the conversations with all the people that have entered my life in 2022. Then obviously I put my subscribers and everyone who supports everything I do. To me, that's really important, and I'm definitely grateful for everyone who subscribed to this channel and who loves my videos and supports me and things like that. I'm very grateful for you, and I do thank you so much. Honestly, it means so much to me. It really does. And then, of course, all the partnerships that I currently have. I'm grateful to Running Press, Liminal 11, and Ritual Planner, as well as, Brittany, who I've already mentioned, Cosmic Lunar Soul. All the partnerships have literally have, I'm so grateful for them, and they've definitely changed my life, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm excited for everything to come in 2023. Definitely excited. And then obviously I added my mom and I added my best friend also. I wrote that down as the last point. Of course, my mom. I'm always grateful for my mom. And then my bestie, who I don't see as much, but we still talk all the time because we live in different places, different provinces. But yes, definitely grateful for my bestie. So those were the questions. Again, I will leave Lavender's video link down below so you can check it out and see all the questions that she said you can answer as your 2022 reflection. I only answered a couple of them, the ones that resonated with me. So now I guess I'll get into the questions that people asked. So I'll get into the one that was asked on YouTube. And I was asked, how many tarot oracle decks did you buy this year? I would need to check. So let me check that because I have no clue. I have no clue. But I have a list. Luckily, I have a list. And it's numbered. It's a numbered list. Okay, so that I bought. Okay, so let me filter this because I didn't buy everything. I was gifted some. So let me put a filter. Okay. Okay, let's see. Will it tell me how much this is? Oh, here we go. 41. So I bought 41 decks total. So that's Tarot and Oracle combined. That also includes a Lenormand, actually. So Tarot, Oracle, and Lenormand. I only bought 2 Lenormand decks. So if you minus 2, it's 39. So I bought 39 Tarot and Oracle decks. If you include the ones that I was gifted as well, which I think is cheating since I didn't buy those, but if I was to include those as well, there are 62 decks that I have brought into my collection. So in total, 62 decks came into my collection in 2022, 41 of which I bought myself. So yes, hopefully you enjoyed that answer. And I will, some self-promo, I will be doing some videos coming soon. One video dedicated to all the tarot decks that came into my collection in 2022. One video of all the Oracle decks that came into my collection in 2022. And then one video for Lenormand and Runes. So stay tuned for those 3 videos because they will be coming soon. Then I move on to Instagram, where someone left me a few questions. So let me find that for you. Okay, let's see. Okay, first question. What's been your biggest lesson this year that tarot has helped you see? Definitely the one about putting myself first. I had a lot of readings last year about needing to focus on me, needing to take time, needing to rest, and things like that. So that would probably be the biggest thing. Which I wrote down and talked about already as one of the lessons that I learned. A lot of my readings focused on that. That was like a huge thing that was focused on. So yeah, definitely the biggest lesson I think that tarot has helped me to see, or divination in general, just readings in general. Next question. How do you stay motivated and inspired? I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Honestly, I get bored. I don't know what it is. I need to look at my birth chart, but honestly, sometimes I get bored. I get bored really easy. So for me to stay motivated and inspired, I really have to love what I'm doing. So if I'm not loving what I'm doing, I get bored and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I think that's probably what happened with the I think it was 2 projects I was working on last year, or that I started. 2 projects last year that I started working on and never finished. I got bored of them. I think that's what it was. I got bored of them, and it wasn't something probably that I was liking at the time. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not motivated for this anymore. Inspiration comes and goes, honestly. It's really just a matter of it's a really a matter of just thinking about what it is I love and then taking inspiration from that and then doing whatever it is that you wanted to do. So the way I stay motivated in terms of YouTube is that a lot of things that I put out, I absolutely love doing, right? I love unboxing decks. I love showcasing decks. I love decks. That's like a big thing. So for me, I stay motivated that way. You know, every time I get a new deck, I'm like, oh, a new deck. And then showcasing my practice. And when I change my practice and change things up, I'm like, oh, I changed. So I was doing this, but you know, there were some aspects that I didn't really like. So I changed it to this instead. And now I really like it. So it's just a matter of like changing my perspective. It's really that hanged man energy, changing your perspective to change your focus. And that's what really helps me to get motivated. Also, if you hear a dog barking, apologies. My neighbor's dog is outside. And he barks a lot. I wonder what he's barking at. Probably trees. Or maybe a squirrel. Or a cat. I don't know, something. Okay, so what are your upcoming goals and plans? Like, where do you see yourself in regards to your craft down the road? That's the last question. Okay, that's interesting because I have a lot of goals and I have a lot of plans. So, in regards to like general goals, okay, we'll get to my craft and practice and all that. In regards to like general goals, so the main goal that I wanted to do, just generally speaking, like a personal goal, was that when I got my 2022 Spotify Wrapped. And if you don't know what that is, Spotify does a thing, like in case you don't have Spotify and you do Apple Music instead, Spotify does a thing where you get like your stats from the year of like everything that you listen to and your top artist and top song and top album and all that stuff. And usually they include other things like podcasts and things if you listen to them. I realized in 2022, because from that I didn't listen to any podcasts. I was like, what? Because in 2021, I listened to several podcasts, like so many podcasts. 2020, 2021, so many podcasts. So I had a thing for podcasts in my 2021 Spotify Wrapped. So I was shocked. I was like, wait, I didn't listen to none whatsoever in 2022. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta rectify that. I gotta change that. So one of my goals is listening to podcasts in 2023. And I follow several podcasts. So recently I've been listening to Tarot for the Wild Soul. Love that. I started it from the beginning and there's like over 200 episodes. I'm only like 25 episodes in, I think, but that's okay. We have an entire year to catch up. By then, it'll be like 300 episodes. So yes, I've been enjoying that one. And I just found out that Teresa Reed has a podcast. I didn't even know it was Astrology Bites with Teresa Reed. So good, and her episodes are so short. So I started listening to that because it's so short. You know, like I think like the long episodes are her interviews, and they're like almost half an hour, not even. Some of them are less than that. But her regular episodes are all like under 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So I'm like, okay. And they're all astrology based, which is great because I've been getting back into astrology, so I really love that. And some other podcasts that I want to get back into that I haven't listened to in forever, actually. Let me bring up my Spotify. I'm so excited. Oh my God. I subscribe to like so many good podcasts. And I don't know what happened. I was just like, no podcasts. I was like, what's going on? Okay, so I found out that Cindy Brennan, who's the author of the Hecate books, Keeping Her Keys, Hecate's Garden, and the newest one, Entering Hecate's Cave, has a podcast as well. So I subscribe to hers. I haven't started listening to it, though. I'm interested in that because I'm really interested in Hecate. And then I subscribe to like some astrology ones. I found the tarot diagnosis, which seems interesting. I haven't started listening to that yet. I do follow them on Instagram though. I have the Moonology one that's by Yasmin Boland. Jew Witches, which I haven't started listening to yet, but I'm really excited to get into this, honestly. I've been wanting to get back into getting into culture and things, my own culture and things like that, since I'm so mixed. I'm like so mixed. I'm like all over the place. So, I wanted to get into a bit more of my like Jewish heritage and Jewish mysticism, things like that. Um, Fortune's Wheelhouse. I'm going to start listening to this soon since it covers Thoth. Then Healing Through the Tarot. I haven't started listening to that one, but the ones that I wanted to get back into were This Podcast Will Kill You. I don't know if they're still doing episodes, but they talked about like plagues and things from like different times, and it's just really funny. And then I wanted to also get back into My Favorite Murder. I haven't listened to that in forever. And then the other one was, where is it? Ologies with Allie Ward. She just literally covers anything that ends in ology. It's so great. So you learn so many strange things. It's like amazing. So I'm interested in, getting back into some of these that I used to listen to, but haven't listened to in like forever. So definitely going to be getting back into those. I wouldn't mind getting back also into the Witch Wave since I haven't. Where was I even at this anyway? I don't even know. I missed a lot. Yeah, she has like 101. I think I was like at 50 or something like that. So, yes, really, really, really want to get back into that. So that's like one of my personal goals is listening to more podcasts. And it's so easy. Like I listen to music while I work. Might as well just listen to a podcast, honestly. So definitely interested in getting back into that. Now going into my goals in regards to my craft or like my practice. So in regards to my daily polls, so I made the decision in December that I wasn't going to be selecting any deck, like I wasn't going to be doing my daily polls with any physical decks for the year. I wanted to see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I started it in January. We'll see how it goes. But instead, I really, really, really wanted to take part in the daily tarot challenges that Mystic Mondays does. So I'm part of the Mystic Mondays Coven. It's just like an online community. It's like Discord, but it's on a different app. It's called Geneva. I actually like it better. It's so much better. So you can take part in like daily challenges and things like that. And then at the end of the month, you can be entered into like a draw to win a prize. I'm doing it more just for the consistency, not really for the prize. Like, it's fine. I don't really care too much. So I wanted to do that because I have barely been using the decks from Mystic Mondays and I really wanted to use it. And I love the Mystic Mondays app. It's so great. You get so the way it works is that you can pull a tarot, a crystal grid card, and then a cosmic creatures card. So the three decks that she has currently out, that Grace currently has out, those are the three decks. You can pull them within the app, but you can pull them daily. And then you can make a reading from that. So I wanted to like challenge myself and do that every single day. And I felt like in 2022, yes, I loved my daily readings and yes, I was consistent in regards to them. But I wasn't consistent in the sense that I wasn't doing them at the same time. They were all over the place because sometimes I didn't have time to do them in the morning and At night, I'm like sometimes I'm so tired after work that I don't feel like doing anything. So I felt like this would be more convenient. I get up, I'm on my phone anyway, just click, 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 pulled my cards. That's it. And then in my notes app on my phone, I would just write up my reading and just be like blah, 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 instead of writing it down physically. And then that's it. And then I would just post it to into the daily tarot challenge channel of the app of the community that I'm part of. Simple, easy peasy, done. And I don't know, I've really been enjoying that. I've really been enjoying that so far. And I've been doing it for a week now. As I'm filming this, it's been a week. And I've been really enjoying it. And then an extra challenge for myself, I've been pulling the cards from the physical decks because I do own the physical decks. And I've been taking pictures of them and posting in them every single day on my Instagram. Anytime. It didn't even matter when it was. I just posted them on my Instagram. So I've been enjoying that practice. So that was one of my goals in terms of changing my daily. And then another thing that I changed for myself in regards to my practice was not putting pressure on myself to use specific decks for specific readings. So what I was doing was selecting decks each month, and I like that, and I still do that for specific things, like my weekly practice, my planetary practice, and my moon work. I'll select specific decks to use for those, but then for my readings, I'll just use whatever. I'll just pick a deck and be like, okay, I feel like using this today, and just use it. So that's what I'm doing from now on. It was also one of my things that I wanted to change, one of my goals or plans or whatever you want to call it in regards to that. And then another thing that I wanted to change or goal that I had in regards to my practice was that I wanted to get more into astrology. So I bought a new book on astrology. I've been working a little bit. I started a tarot journal. I started an astrology journal, specifically printed my chart and things like that. Now I've read my charts several times, and I've been using way more apps, using them more, following more the moon cycles and following more the transits and things like that, and really getting more into it. And I've been really enjoying them. So my focus now is really to get a better sense of reading my chart, and I've been doing that through using Astro Oracle decks. And that's helped me a lot to really understand my chart. So one of my goals is really to practice more by using other people's charts. So a friend of mine said that she'd let me analyze her chart, so I'm probably going to do that. And then eventually we'll see how things go, and maybe I'll just practice more by, I don't know, looking up celebrities' charts or just picking random days and times and months and all that stuff and years and things like that, and just reading a random chart and things like that, just to get more practice where it's not just my chart. I can see, other people's charts as well. So I've been, that's a goal of mine to do that just for practice, not to offer or anything like that for other people. And then, what else did I want to do in regards to my practice? Oh, I wanted to get more into deity work. I wanted to explore deity work and get more into deity work. So that was another thing that I wanted to do. That's why Hecate interests me. She's one of the deities that interests me. So I wanted to get into that. But I also wanted to do other things, like look into like Divine Mother and things like that. So I'm still thinking about who I want to really look into and what I want to do, but just generally speaking, I want to get back more into deity work. In regards to other things in my practice, I don't think there was anything else. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to touch upon. I don't think so. I think those were the main things. I've already started doing some of them, so that's fine. And then I had some other goals that weren't really, one was craft related, but not really. There was one project that I wanted to start working on in regards to the tarot, But I'm not starting on it yet, mainly because I have so much to do this month in regards to my channel. So I just don't have the time, and I wasn't going to start it in January anyway. But my plan is to start it at least in the first quarter and see how that goes. And by the way, first quarter means just like within the next 3 months. So between now and March, that means first quarter. So yeah, and then there was another project I wanted to do in regards to writing, and I did sort of start that. I did set a small goal for myself this month. Um, so we'll see how that goes. I've only completed one out of the four. Um, the goal is small, is like complete four, and then of like writing things that I wanted to do. I've completed one, so three more to go. We'll see how it goes. Um, So that was like other personal goals. Oh, I remember something that I wanted to do in regards to tarot. So obviously Thoth. I want to learn Thoth. I did buy a deck and a book. I'm like pointing as if you can see where I'm pointing. My Thoth deck is over there. So um, there was that I want to learn. I'll probably learn that starting in the spring. I don't think I'm going to take a lot on right now, but starting in the spring, I'll probably start that. And then I really wanted to go deeper into the Resilience Alchemy deck because there's a spread for every single card. So I wanted to get to know it. I already created an online journal for it, a digital journal. And I think I'm going to start that soon and go card by card. I think I'm going to go one card per section because it's 4 sections, right? 4 sections? No, 5 sections. There's 5 sections of cards, and I think I'm going to go one by one and then do one card from each and start doing the spreads and things, getting to know the deck a bit more. I still have to pick out a tarot deck to go with that deck, though. I still haven't picked one out. I have to figure out what tarot deck is going to go well. Maybe I'll just use the Modern Hue, honestly. I'll just go old school and do an RWS. I think that would be the best. And that one has good colors that I think would fit with this deck. So maybe I'll just go with that and just go old school, you know? I think that would be the best. But I wanted to do every single spread that was in the book because there's so many for each card. And I feel like I can get to know this deck a lot better because this deck is really interesting. It's like really interesting. I have my unboxing up if you want to check it out. I'll leave it linked in the cards. But yeah, I found it really interesting and I just wanted to get more into it. Anything else? No, the last goals that I have are in regards to my channel. I only have one goal, really. Honestly, I'm not setting too many goals for my channel in regards to myself. There's things that I want to do, but I'm not going to set them as goals and put so much pressure on myself. We're going to see how things go. The main thing is that I would like to have my channel, like I would like to reach 1,000 subscribers to monetize my channel. Not only that, other opportunities open when I reach 1,000 subscribers. I think memberships as well and things like that. And I have been thinking about that, though I think that's going to be a next year thing, not a 2023 thing. So don't worry about it. But yes, monetization, mainly because I think I'd start making money from it, you know, and the extra money would help a lot towards deck purchases and maybe upgrading equipment and putting towards the iPad that I would like to get. I am currently saving for an iPad. That's another goal of mine. I could put some money towards that and continue saving for that. Which I want to use for editing and because I edit on the phone that I'm filming with now. It's my old phone, but it's about the same size as this, and I have to edit I edit like this actually, and it's very stressful on my eyes. So I feel like an iPad, because it's a bigger screen, it would be better on my eyes. Honestly, it would be really better on my eyes. My eyes are already bad. I have big glasses, as you can clearly see. um so yeah, that's one of the things. Also, I would like to, do Procreate and design things, and I have some ideas for decks and things I would like to create. So I feel like an iPad would be useful for those kind of things. And I have been saving, but there's only so much I can save. I do have other expenses and things like that. But yeah, it would help, I guess, to really put money towards decks and equipment and stuff if I wanted to buy, another light and maybe upgrade a tripod and things like that. Because those things are quite expensive. Obviously, YouTube, you don't make that much money from from the monetization. Like, I doubt anyway. I don't know how much people make, obviously, and my channel's not monetized, so I don't know. But I would assume it's not that much. But honestly, to me, every penny counts. Any money, it doesn't matter. I can save it, right? It adds up over time, right? That would be my main goal to focus on. Well, not really focus on, but the main goal that I have in the back of my head is to want to monetize my channel and to reach 1,000 subscribers in order to do that. Because I've already met every other requirement for monetization. It's just the subscriber count that I'm waiting on, which is fine. It doesn't matter. And then in regards to that is really just focusing on my content. That's not really a goal. It's just, again, something that when you have a YouTube channel, you think about, right? It's not really a goal of mine. I don't know if there's anything specific that I would be working on. Anyway, I don't think this year I would be working on anything specific to do onto my YouTube channel. I think like any new series or anything like that. I think I'm just going to focus on, the unboxings and the unboxings, deck reviews, things like that, book reviews, the usual things that you see on my channel, my upcoming releases series and things like that, trying to find more decks to include those. I've started including books because that was requested. So I've started including books. And then just making sure that, sharing my practice and things like that. There's like nothing new that I would like to do right now. At this very moment that I'm filming, there's nothing in my mind that I have that I would like to do specifically. But who knows? This is just the beginning of the year, right? There's still so much time ahead of us. For all I know, in 5 months from now, I'll be like, guys, I'm creating a series. You get to learn this. Like, who knows, I do have other plans outside of YouTube that I will be talking about in regards to workshops that potentially that I will be running and things like that. So definitely look out for those. I will talk about them in depth and promote them and things once I know and I do actually do the once they're actually scheduled and are scheduled for me to do in terms of workshops and things. But I have been in talks of potentially doing that, so we'll see how that goes, and you'll hear more about that. But yeah, expect the videos you love, especially those upcoming releases. I know everyone loves those because you get to see everything mass market that's coming out, and I love those too. I love sharing what's coming out, and you get to see those. So those are definitely my fave. And then just me unboxing more decks, because who doesn't love seeing all the cards, the guidebook, and everything when it comes to decks? I know I do. So with that being said, that was my last question. Let's get into my surprise. So this portion of the video is sponsored by Running Press. Running Press has partnered with me to do a giveaway. So yes, I'm so excited. So the giveaway is going to be open to the US and Canada only. I did ask Running Press if we could open it up more, but unfortunately, due to warehouse logistics, they're just not able at this time to meet, shipping to other countries at this time other than US and Canada, within US, because they're based in the US, and then opening it up to Canada. So I said that's fine for now. Hopefully in the future, I can have other giveaways, maybe with others or for myself if I'm able to give something away, then maybe in the future we'll be able to open it up internationally. But at this time, this giveaway is US, Canada only. And it'll be 18 plus, obviously. with any giveaways, you should be an adult to enter them. Now, I will be getting into the rules shortly, so let's get into the prizes first. So there will be 2 winners. So the first winner will get the chance to win the Night School set, which includes the Night School Moonlit Magic deck, the Notes for the Night, a guided journal for Moonlit Magic, and the Night School Lessons in Moonlight Magic and the Mysteries of Being Human. So one winner will win these 3 things. Full set, the Night School set. Really excited, love this set, beautiful. The journal and the book are both hardbound, and so they're hardcover. And the deck is the RP Mini line. So it's the cute little mini deck that they have. Absolutely love this set. It's a gorgeous set. I'm really a fan of their sets. Their sets are amazing because they're done so well. So one winner will get to win this set. And the second winner will get to win the Signs and Skymates set. So that includes the Signs and Skymates Astrological Compatibility deck, the My Signs and Skymates, a guided journal for mapping your astrological compatibility, and this big, thick book, Signs and Skymates, the ultimate guide to astrological compatibility. So the second winner will get to win this set here, which is the Signs and Skymates. So excited. I love this set also. It's really heavy though, but I absolutely love it. So again, the first winner will get to win the Night School set. This is by Maia Toll and Lucille Clerc, published by Running Press, as well as Running Press Mini, well, their RP Mini line. And then the second winner will get to win the Signs and Skymates set, which is by Dossé-Via Trenou and Neka King, and again is published by Running Press, and again their Running Press Mini line. So I'm really excited. I do have unboxings and flip throughs of both of these sets live on my channel. So if you would like to go check them out, feel free. They will be linked down below. Now I do have some rules here, so let me just bring them up so I can remember exactly what it is that you need to do to be able to be entered to win one of these sets. So, okay, so rule number 1, be subscribed to my channel. Number 2, follow Running Press Books and Running Press Mini on Instagram. That's very important since they're sponsoring this giveaway. Very important that you be following them on Instagram. I will leave both of their links down below so you can be able to follow them. And then the last thing is that you just need to share in the comments below something from 2022 that made you happy. And once you comment down below answering that question, you'll be automatically entered into the draw to win one of these sets. You will have 2 weeks from today. The final date will be posted down below in the description box, as well as all the rules in case you would like to look at them again, as well as all the links of people you have to follow and things like that. And you will have 2 weeks to enter. So in 2 weeks' time, I will poll the winners, one for each set, and then I'll contact them, or they can contact me via email. We'll see how that goes, because I'm not really sure with YouTube, because you can't really contact people via YouTube. I might just comment below your comment to say that you won, and then you'll be able to like contact me if you need. I'll say like contact me via email, which is usually in my description box anyway. So definitely, yeah, we'll figure that part out when I pull the winners. But yes, so you'll contact me. You'll provide me your shipping details and all that good stuff, and Running Press will send out the prizes to the 2 winners, because they are taking care of the shipping for me. So yes, I'm super excited, and I hope that you all are as well, and that you are excited about this giveaway. I know I am. It's my first giveaway, first partnered giveaway. I'm so excited. And yes, I'm so excited to be working with them on this giveaway, and especially for my 2-year anniversary. 2 years, honestly, so funny. Who knew that I would be doing YouTube at this time of my life? I didn't. But I'm loving it. I'm loving every moment of it. Honestly, loving every moment of it. So again, one winner will win the Night School set, which includes a deck, a journal, and a book. And then the second winner will win the Signs and Skymates Then the second winner will win the Signs and Skymates set, which includes, again, a deck, a journal, and a book. This one's a chunky book. So I'm super excited. Definitely check out again if you need reminding of the rules. They are in the chat description below. Let me know in the comments below if you have other comments in regards to this video, in regards to my goals, things that I recapped. What would you like to share about your 2022 or goals that you have for this year, things that you would like to accomplish this year in regards to your practice, tarot, oracle, Norman, runes, whatever it may be? I'd love to hear from you as well in the comments below. I do thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it's greatly appreciated and helps me in the long run. So thank you so much and have a great day.